Hi everyone, my name is John Osman. I'm a database application developer. I use mainly Microsoft Access as a front-end tool and SQL Server as a back-end tool, but I do work with many other tools like Laravel and MySQL. And today I'm going to show you some add-ins that I've created for Access to help me save some time. And of course, saving time means saving my customers money because I can develop especially prototype databases very quickly. So one of the things that I do whenever I create an Access application is I need to see the hidden and system files on a fairly regular basis. You need to work with them, and then you need them to go away again. And the way you do that traditionally is you'd go to the File menu, select Options, click on Current Database, scroll down here to the Navigation area and click on the Navigation Options button. And then right here in this display area, you add checks to show hidden objects and show system objects. Click on the OK button there, click on the OK button there, and now you can see these are my hidden objects. Now these are hidden for two reasons. One is they're hidden and also they're system objects. So I might work with one in particular I'm going to show you in another video is to make custom ribbons you need a table called USys ribbons. It's also a system object, so it gets hidden along with the other system objects. Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn those back off, or in other words, re-hide them. Current database, navigation objects, remove these checks, OK, and OK. Now, you can see that'd be a lot of tedious work for me to do if I had to get in there on a regular basis. So I created an add-in that helps me do that with a keystroke. So if I go to Database Tools, and under Add-ins, these are the add-ins that I've created. And actually, I'm working on a couple more as well. Again, I'll demonstrate those in future videos. But right now, I want to show you the AutoKeys macro. Little pop-up comes up, little pop-up form with three options. Create the AutoKeys macro. Let me select that. And you see what it did. Create the AutoKeys function module. Click that. You see what it did. Now, the reason you need this is that the AutoKeys macro by itself won't do anything unless it has some code to execute. That's the whole idea. You press a keystroke and it executes some code, and I have that code written in this module here. Now, I'm also going to create a demonstration form, a dashboard form. In any application that I make, it always starts out with a dashboard, which is basically a whole lot of buttons organized by business models. And the buttons can open up forms, it can open up lists, it can open up reports, all kinds of things like that. So this one that I'm going to show you is just going to be an empty dashboard. But the reason I want it here is to show you that I have an AutoKeys keystroke mapped to open up the dashboard, which is very important because when I'm working on an application, you know, I close the dashboard and I work on some forms, and then when I want to test those, I don't just want to open up the forms themselves. I want to open them from the dashboard, just like the user would. So a quick keystroke opens the dashboard, and then I can test the forms and reports that I'm working on. All right, so let me click on Done here and show you what's going on here. Now, in order for the AutoKeys macro to work, it has to be initiated when the file opens. So in order to do that, I'm going to close this file and then reopen it. So now it'll work. So if I hit Shift-Control-H, H for hidden, there are my hidden objects. Now remember, these are also sys objects. You can tell by the second through fifth letters is SYS. Sometimes they say USys, and other times they say MSys. But I could also hide other things, like I could hide the dashboard. Not that I would really want to, but if for some reason I wanted to hide a few other objects, you couldn't see that menu command because it's outside of this window, but it says Object Properties. And that brings up the Properties window of whatever you've selected. So if I click on Hidden, you see how now that gets grayed out. So if I hit Shift-Control-H, they all go away. Hit Shift-Control-H again, they all come back. So let me unhide those with Object Properties. Unhide the ones that are mine and rehide the ones that are system objects. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. My name is John Osman. I'm available for work. I can work on contract. I have an LLC called Professional Database Developers LLC, and we also have a shorter name, a DBA, called ProDB Developers. And that's what we go by. So you can find us at prodbdevelopers.com. You can find us on YouTube. I say us, it's really just me right now. But you can find me on YouTube at ProDB Developers, at symbol, ProDB Developers. I'm also, I have a LinkedIn profile, and I'm trying to get on TikTok and Instagram a little bit more. So reach out to me and let's have a discussion about your project. Something that I offer that I think is very valuable. First of all, free consultation. I'll sit down and talk with you about what your needs are and if I'm the right person to fill those needs. And we'll even draw out some plans on what we should do and what the first things that should be created are. And that first consultation is free. No problem at all. Like a free estimate. The other thing I offer is a no-risk time period at the beginning of the project. If it's a short project, a small project, I offer 1 week. So I'll work for a week. I'll create some software for you. You can see my style. You can see the kind of things I can do for you. And if you're not happy, no risk to you, no obligation. We just go our separate ways. Keep me in mind. If you are happy, I'll submit an invoice for the work that I've done up to that point, and we can carry on. If it's a large project, I'll even give you 2 full weeks. That's 2 full weeks of no risk. I think that's a pretty good offer. So you should hire me. You should reach out to me, find my website, call my number, and let's get started talking about your application, your Access application product.